So, we've got our caravan and the outpost liaison have both just arrived. Our outpost liaison is Rovad Ula Bodum. So they're going to path, and I actually didn't even check to make sure that the... I assumed that it could, but if we press Shift D, we can see the flashing green. You need to have a direct continuous line of flashing W's that hits your depot to guarantee that it's accessible. So it is, before anyone else gets a seizure. Whoa, Coati woman is fighting. The Coati woman punches the stray dog in the right leg with her right hand, bruising the muscle. The stray dog misses the Coati woman. The Coati woman attacks the stray dog, but she jumps away. The stray dog attacks the Joe, but he jumps away. The Coati woman then punches the stray dog in the lower body with her left hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the pancreas. The stray dog bites the Coati woman in the left upper leg, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. Then he latches on firmly. Then, in a separate action, he bites the Coati woman in the left lower leg, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle, and then latching on firmly. So picture it like this, like the dog is grappling with her. He's got her leg in the mouth, and is, you know, he's not shaking her around violently or anything, but he's hurting her. We can press Z to zoom to location. Let's actually... Reports, Coati woman is fighting. Put the mouse over here so that it doesn't automatically move it for me. And right here. Okay, so the Coati woman is trying to come into our house, come into our base. She's right here. If you look at her wounds, she's got... I like to look at it like that, but... So she's got... she's in pain, and her left upper and left lower legs are damaged. And it's pretty likely that these dogs around here are gonna, like, kill her. This dog is the one that's actually injured. His lower body and right rear leg are hurt, and he's been punched in the pancreas. But it's that light blue color means that it's not that bad. He'll heal from it. So all these dogs are really going to town on her. See how she's flashing now? That X? That means that she's stunned or incapacitated. So if we look at this combat log, it's going to be a lot longer now. It's 4 pages long. And I'm not going to read through all of it, but suffice to say, the, let's find it right here. We can also use page up to go quicker. So the dog, or dogs, are doing some stuff. So the Coati woman is having trouble breathing. She stands up. The dog charges at her, collides with her, bounces backward. Dog latches on firmly. Dog latches on firmly. She gives into the pain and falls over. And so she's passed out on the floor. And the dogs are shaking the Coati woman around by the right paw. So the right paw, she doesn't, I guess she does have a paw. I don't know what a Coati is, but it's some sort of human Coati mix. It has a paw. She's torn apart the right paw's muscle and bruises the bone. An artery in the right paw has been opened in the attack. Many nerves have been severed and the ligament has been torn. So just, the dog or dogs are just biting the hell out of her and just ripping her apart, tearing muscle. They're just, it's like a pack of animals just destroying a person. So this dog's, you know, she's dead. She's gonna die. She'll die soon. She'll bleed out. And looks like she is dead. This guy... That guy there is flashing. I don't want the puppy. I want nylon coffee. Oh, okay, so when there's multiple people on a tile, you've got to click and then press V for next to cycle through the next character. So if we look here and we go to wounds, that's, nylon coffee is drowsy. That's what that little down arrow means. He's tired. He's bored. Just witnessed a massacre, but he's bored. We'll go back to this and we'll see the final phase. So, she regained consciousness, then passed out. Dog latches on firmly to the Coati woman's throat, shakes the woman around by the head, tearing apart the head's fat. Shakes the woman around by the throat, tearing apart the throat's skin. A major artery in the throat has been opened by the attack. Okay, I'd say she's dead. Yeah, right there. Coati woman corpse. So yeah, you don't come near our dogs. They'll tear you apart. they're not probably happy about it. They're probably gonna keep on coming nearby, but they're timid. They're not an offensive unit or like race, so they're kind of skittish. They're gonna hide from us. Oh, that's right. The caravan is on its way, and it's starting to arrive. It's coming down the mountain. Came from the east, and they're coming down the hill now. Rovad Ulabatum, I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Sounds good. So a series of events will pop up to allow us to discuss the situation with the mountain homes. More combat. Another Cody woman. The flying bronze bolt strikes the Cody woman in the upper body, tearing the middle spine's nervous tissue. A tendon in the middle spine has been torn. So that means that the Cody woman out here, this one, strayed a little bit too close, and the wagons that have arrived from the mountain homes came with some armed guards. See how there's a couple little trader-like looking guys in there? And then that guy right there, see how he's got like his little helmet on? Let's zoom in for a second. Right there's an archer and like some sort of a pikeman. And they're guarding the archer tower. Or, not the archer tower, what am I talking about? They're guarding the wagon. So one of them shot the Cody woman and shot her basically through the spine. So she's going to die pretty damn quick. Continuing to get pelted, you can see the arrows going, and now the axemen arrive. An axeman and a pikeman. The axe dwarf hacks the Cody woman in the tail with her bronze battle axe, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The axe dwarf punches the Cody woman in the head with her left hand, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain, and tearing the brain. So, yeah, the Cody women are getting killed. What requests do you have of our merchants? Let's begin the discussion. So, from this screen, we can basically tell the dwarves what we want them to bring the next time they come, which will be in a year. I don't really care, and so I'm not going to request anything. But if you did want them to bring, say, weapons, like, let's say you just didn't know how to make weapons and you were just learning the game, request weapons. They'll bring them for you. You can have them bring anything. So if you have an abundance of metal and you want to make weapons, go ahead. If you have no metal and you need them to bring weapons, then you go ahead and request them. One thing I do like to request, though, is gypsum plaster, because that's used in making casts, and I don't often have gypsum in the ground, so I do like to request that. And just for fun, let's request some wood. You move it over this priority list, the higher you set it, the more expensive it'll be when they arrive. So I'm just going to barely edge up some wood. And actually, let's see, can we bring some light wood? Let's bring some... I don't remember which ones are light. Different wood has different weights. We'll just ask them to bring some wood. That way we don't have to go outside as much. And that's all I'm going to request. Now that they've arrived, we do need to start bringing some of our trade goods to here. So I'm going to click on the trade depot. I'm going to press G for move goods to depot. And then this is going to list everything that we have. Now because my broker sucks and he has no ability to do any kind of appraisal, we can't sort based on value. So it's just listing everything by distance. But what I can do is I can cycle through. I can go down here to say, what do we want? Crafts. And then I'm going to have them just bring those 2 finished good barrels, good bins down here. Because I know that it's going to be rock crafts. And if I wanted to, I could also press V for view good to see what's in there. So yeah, he's going to bring all the dolomite stuff. He's going to bring the artifact, in fact. Which I'd really rather he didn't do, but... Or was that the artifact? No, the artifact would actually be listed as a named item. But it could have gotten in there. We'll see. Let's press L. View the good. Actually, I'll set it as a hotkey, F5, and then I can press F5 to go to it. So apparently he made this thing, and then he left it in there. It's right there. Eisden Dalzat. It's just sitting in there. Didn't really care about it that much. One of our dwarves is now going to get the item. Some more combat. It's probably another Cody woman out the front door getting slaughtered. Not really that interested in it. Got 4 idlers. People are working pretty good. Urist McSquiggles is collecting plants. Got plenty of food, kind of low on drinks. Did we end up making those mine carts? Nope, it's active. One mine cart got made. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and, should I worry about the minecart situation or should I focus on trade? We'll take care of trading first and then we'll do the wheelbarrow. Now these seeds, I don't really want the seeds there. And the reason they're piling up is because after they use the plants to make the drinks, they're just putting them in this stockpile. And it's allowed to accept seeds, but we don't have any bags for them to put the seeds in. It's kind of weird. So seeds can't go into barrels. Seeds have to go into bags. Those bags of seeds can go into barrels. So we need to create some bags. Or we could just buy a couple. Well then, we have finalized the import agreement. So based on what I told them I want, they're going to charge me 132% for wood, but that almost guarantees they're going to bring it. And then gypsum plaster is down here. They're going to charge 181% of it. That's fine. Next up, they're going to ask me what I want to, or what they want from me. Got a lot of lazy dwarves right now. All you guys have no job. You know what that really means is there's no hauling to be done. And apparently all the masons are done completing that floor worth of stuff. We need 4 more beds before we can actually build out another floor. So let's just queue up the next set. We'll go with rock door, 28. Rock cab, 28. Rock coffer, 28. And bed, 28. That'll get them to work. I'm going to see if the, so see how it says trading? That means the item is currently there. Just as an example, if I wanted them to also bring this willow cage, I could press enter and it says pending. So it's not here yet, but it's queued to be brought. So the finished goods are here. I'm going to press R for request my trader to come here. Xander is currently managing those work orders, but he should come after he's done doing the work orders. It's now winter.
Is here.
Turkey hen is fighting again. Stupid turkeys. They're kind of dumb. Fu is updating the stockpile records, while Xander Hameater is still managing work orders. As soon as he gets those validated, he'll probably come trade. However, if I had to force him to go there, I could create a burrow and then put him in it, and then he'd have to go there. But we'll see if he goes there voluntarily. We have the finalized export agreement. Feel free to look over the documents. This is what they want from me. So they want me to make powder. They'll give me 207% of the normal value for things, for these types of things. So powder, legwear, splints, earrings, armor, cheese, you know, whatever. The name of the game is just make a ton of stuff. Make as much crap as you can and just give it to him. I need you to stop managing those work orders, dude. He's not very good at it, so it takes him a while. Alright, I'm going to do the burrow, just to demonstrate it. So I'm going to press W for burrow, A to add, click, click. Or actually, no, I need to press enter first. Define this burrow. So click, click. So bam, that's a burrow. I'll press N to name it. I'm going to call this Trade Depot. Done naming. I'm going to press Escape for back. I'm going to press C now to add citizens to burrow. And I'm going to find that broker. I can use the S button to search. And I believe I can just search for... What the hell was his name again? Xander Hameater. There we go. So now Xander Hameater is not allowed to do anything but go into that burrow. As soon as he finishes with his current task, which is manage work orders, he'll have to go there next. In fact, let's just temporarily make him not the manager. Leave vacant. You're no longer the manager. Get your ass over there. Come on, you little shit. Why are you sleeping? You son of a bitch. Get your ass over there. Come on, dude. Stop sleeping. You need to go trade. Meanwhile, we have tons of people who are inactive. Alright, let's give them some jobs. So if you don't have a job... Oh, my miners, that's part of it. So the miners don't have anything to do. These guys, though. If you don't have a job, you now make toys. You make pointless crafts. Rock crafts, repeat. Rock crafts, repeat. Get to work. And they've finished digging out this whole thing, so this is going to be a pretty good farm area. Generally speaking, you should try to be more vertical in your towns, because it takes just as long for a dwarf to go from here to here as it does for him to go from here like down 15 levels. So you don't want to make these big, huge open spaces, but it's also easier to manage when you do it this way. So we'll make this room bigger. Just dig. Except not out. Don't dig outside. Get to work, everyone. All right, so that's our meeting. The meeting's over. The dwarf liaison will go away, and there he is. He woke up. So Xander Hameater is currently our broker trading at depot. So now we click on the depot, and now that he's there, we can press T for trade. This brings up the trade interface. So on the left are the items that the merchants have. On the right are the items that we have. This number here represents the estimated value of the item. It's not really perfect, and the value, like the skill of your appraiser, kind of... Well, actually, the number listed here is perfect. The skill of the appraiser actually determines how good of a ratio you can get on trades. So here, we do now instantly know what everything in the whole fortress is worth, as long as he has at least a tiny bit of skill. Don't press T until you're ready to actually trade. You can search for your items, search for their items. You have to use the keyboard for this, so let's do this. I want to sell all this stuff, okay? This is the bin. All of this stuff is in the bin. If I press enter on the bin, a T is going to get flagged, saying that we're trading the bin and everything in it. If I then go here and press enter, now I'm saying I just want to trade the Dolomite figurine. So one thing you got to be aware of is that if you are going down this list and say you're entering in everything like this manually, then when you get to this finished goods bin here, it's possible that you could end up unflagging things, because a bin is like if I do this right here, it's going to turn everything back on, but it looks like it's off. So bins are kind of fine. So whatever. Anyway, so we're just going to trade the two bins. We could keep the bins by getting rid of everything. In fact, I believe if you press Shift Enter, it just moves down automatically. So not only does it press Enter and turn it on, Shift Enter moves you to the next one. So you can just hold down Shift and press Enter over and over and over again. So let's do that. That's fine. We'll trade all the Dolomite rings and amulets and crowns and crap that we made. We'll keep the rope, though. So we're trading everything except for the bins and the rope. Be very cautious you never trade wooden bins to elves. So we have a value of about 2,870 units. They have a listed value for trade of nothing so far. I haven't requested anything. So one thing we do want is an anvil. I'm going to press Q for search and then type anvil. So they brought plenty of anvils. Let's buy one. We'll mark that for trade. Let's buy two. I'm going to press Q and then delete this and then press enter. So we've now requested 600 value and we're offering 2870. A good general rule of thumb is that if you want to guarantee you get the trade, don't request more than about half of the value of what you're offering. And after you get really good skill, you can probably get about... how's it work? Oh, excuse me, it's the other way around. When you have no skill at all, you can get about a third of the value of what you're offering, and when you have good skill, you can get about half of the value of what you're offering. But it's not really bad to export more than what it's worth, because the more you export, the more migrants you'll get. The more, you know, like your fortress is wealthy, the more exported wealth you'll have made. So what do I want? I usually like to buy food, because that makes dwarves happy. They eat what they want, and that's fine. Searching through this list, there's animals in here. This is a rooster. We could buy a rooster. We could buy an ewe, a donkey. See, this is wine, ale. Let's do this. We'll press Q. We'll search for barrel to filter out everything that doesn't have the word barrel in it. And let's buy some of their booze. We'll buy some rum. We'll buy the ale. We'll buy the... See how it just says saguaro rib barrel? Saguaro rib is the name of the wood it was made out of. So it's just an empty barrel. If you press V for view good, you can see there's nothing in it. Whereas when it says up here, dwarven rum barrel, it's an oaken barrel, but it's got something in it. It's got dwarven rum in it, so it ends up calling it dwarven rum. So I don't want the empty barrels. I want the stuff that has actual names, like dwarven wine, dwarven rum, and that's good. Now, this is where one thing you got to be cautious with. See how it says value 300? That's because I filtered everything out. I actually have 900 right now, because I had 600 from the anvils and then 300 from just this. So press Q, get all this gone, press enter. One thing you want to be very, very careful of is do not press S. Do not seize the marked goods. When the elves come or other people come, seize means just like take their stuff, which means you're going to attack them and they'll start fighting back. And then they'll come and invade you. So don't seize goods. You can't seize goods from your own people, your civilization, but you can from other ones. So we have 2870 is what we're offering, and we're going to request 900. Let's press T for trade, and the guy says, "Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business." So now all that's left in here is the bins and the rope. I'm going to press escape. We've just completed our trading session. Now when we go to the status menu, we can see our wealth because our broker just picked up some skill. If we go and look at our brokers, let's find him, Sander Hammeter. We go to social, we can see that he has level 4 appraisal skill. So that's good. Makes him a little bit better at haggling. We've imported 19,000 wealth worth of goods. We've exported nothing. When the stuff we just gave them leaves the fortress and they make it safely back to the mountain homes, then exported wealth will get updated. The amount of migrants you get is dependent upon exported wealth partially, but it's also kind of random. This is what we've made. So we've made 26,000 wealth worth of furniture. We've made 17,000 worth of other objects, which would be like crafts and toys and shit. Displayed is 9,000. So we've made stuff and we're displaying 9,000 worth. So displayed wealth would be things like smooth stone and encrusted goods and stuff. And we're currently wearing 68 wealth worth of whatever. So not much. We haven't created any weapons or armor yet, which is probably bad. But now we have a bunch of drink, a bunch of stuff. And now that we have also got a broker with some appraisal skill, now when we go to the trade menu, we can actually press D and sort by value. So now it's listing them based on their value. So we can see that these cow's milk biscuits are worth 1,000 points. So let's sell some biscuits. I'm going to mark those for trade. We'll sell that. The cedar wheelbarrow here is worth 600. That's fine. We'll just make more. All this food is worth quite a bit. Oh, I don't want to sell this anvil. I need those anvils. We'll sell all the prepared food, and then we'll just make more. We'll cut up some animals and let the cook get to work. Because the cook's done a good job. He's made a lot of food. Food is a very good thing to make. It's easy to manage, easy to sell. So these carpenter's workshops have been moved indoors. So let's take the barrels and wheelbarrow jobs and put them up here. So those barrels and wheelbarrows. Put them both on repeat so that workflow can manage it. This one was barrels and buckets. And this one was barrels and bins. Oops. Bins, 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 bin, 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 bin. Where's bin? N. And actually, let's put bins on this one as well. Now I can remove these. And now the carpenter won't have to go outside to make stuff. Here's some more combat. The dogs are fighting. That's fine. Let's check this. So we're still pending some stuff. The broker, meanwhile, is just sort of hanging out. He's confined to that burrow. He cannot leave. If he's hungry and there's no food here, he'll starve to death. If he's thirsty, tired, whatever, he'll fall asleep right there on the spot. I'm not letting him leave. In fact, he's currently has no job. He's not actually trading at the depot. So let's go ahead and temporarily we'll let him out. We'll oops, I don't want that burrow. I want to add citizens, and then I'll press enter on him to remove him from it. Now I'm letting him leave. So he'll go do something. Xander Handmeter is now bringing item to depot. Something else I need to remember to buy is some bags. We need to smooth out our rooms here. These tasks are all doing okay. We have no wood. The dog child is fighting with swords. All of the iron ore has already been brought up here. We do have those two anvils now, so let's put those to good use. We're going to go build workshop. We're going to go to metalsmith's forge. We'll put one, say, right here, and one over here. You have to have a forge in order to create a... sorry, you have to have an anvil in order to create a forge. That's going to allow us to work with the metal. But we do need to make a couple other things. We need to make a furnace. We need to make a smelter. Put a smelter here. And we'll make another smelter over here. And there. So we got two forges. Okay, they're leaving soon, so we need to... how are we doing on that? Okay, they moved all the crap. Let's request the trader. And I'm actually going to press B for anyone may trade. So any inactive dwarf can come over here and trade. Somebody needs to just show up and... Okay. So Xander Handmeter is storing items in stockpiles. I'll have a dedicated broker later when we have more dwarves. But for now, looks like we have Mike Latoris. Mike Latoris has arrived. Alright, so he'll trade. We're going to sell our prepared food. Now, the colors over here matter. Let's sell the biscuits, all of them. Let's just do Shift-Enter. Okay, so let's talk about the colors. Gray means that we didn't make it. Technically, I did make this stuff, but I didn't make the barrel that it came in. So everything that's in this barrel is being identified as I didn't make it. And that's okay. I mean, whatever. I want to get rid of these barrels so I can make my own barrels. Brown means that I did make it. So it's something I created. Our fortress made it. There's some other colors too, like red is if you stole it. Light blue, I think, is if you... I don't remember, you did something, but... So that's the basics of the colors. We have about 5,000 now. Let's do Q, search for bag. Honey Badger leather bag. Let's buy that bag. We'll use these bags for our seeds. Got some gypsum plaster. Could buy that. Dwarven sugar. No. A sheep wool. Could buy some sand. Sure, just in case. We might need sand for the glass industry, or if somebody gets a strange mood and they need glass and sand and stuff. Let's just buy some of these cheap little bags. Wolverine leather. Cave wheat seeds bag. We can buy seeds. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's queue and let's search for seed. Okay, we already found the cave wheat. Let's buy the sweet pods as well. And other than that, we could still get probably about 1,000 to 1,500 more stuff. I know. Just in case, let's buy a couple axes. We don't want the toy axe, because that's literally a toy. Bismuth bronze toy is not either. But we can buy a giant copper axe blade. Nope, that's for traps. We don't want that. Another blade. Copper battle axe. We'll buy the copper battle axe. And a bronze battle axe. See how it says basic value 570, but then here it's 770? That's a reflection of the disparity between our broker's appraisal skill and the skill of the trader, and also some other stuff. So let's buy that too. And then we'll go Q, get rid of that. So we're up to 1388. We can probably get out another 500. Let's buy some wood. Wood is cheap. Buy some. It's only 3 wealth to buy wood. So we'll buy the mahogany, the maple, the birch, the cedar, all that stuff. Some buckets and stuff in there. I also like to buy cloth. Let's buy some of this crap. We're up to 1,700, getting kind of close to the threshold. Let's just see if we can buy anything else, like maybe some food. You have food down here. See the brown? That's the stuff that I've already traded to them, so it wouldn't make sense to buy any of that. Crafts and trinkets and anvils, or and earrings and bracelets and stuff have no purpose. They're strictly for like selling. So you never want to buy that stuff from somebody else. Alright, well let's just trade that. That's fine. Thank you, wonderful. Thank you for your business. Okay. Now, we've sold most of our food, so we're going to want to create some more soon. And it's already kind of taken care of it for me. Resuming production, prepared meal. So the supply, if we go Alt, what was it again? So we click on something, Alt W. For some reason it doesn't always work. It is Alt W, I'm like almost 100% positive. Control W. Shift W. Alt W. Is it not enabled? I mean, no, it has to be enabled. It's working. I think I'm going to rebind that key because it's really frustrating me how it doesn't just do what I want. Oh well. Okay, well, we've successfully traded. I'm going to wrap this one up here. In the next video, we'll talk about how to use minecarts and stuff, and hopefully we'll get a new migration wave soon. Got to create some defenses and continue to build the fort. So thanks for watching. See you again soon.